Welcome to the Preparedness Therapist. Right now I'm recording this at a place called Lower Calf Creek Falls in central Utah, more southern Utah. There's the falls behind me. Some of my family and some others running around here. 3 miles to get back here and 3 miles out. And as we came, I'll include a photo of us before we started this hike. My daughter and some of her children and just a few of my children. There were some things that I was thinking about as far as how this relates to being prepared. As we were hiking on the trail, there were some of us who were in the lead sometimes and some who took the caboose. We just switched those back and forth depending on what our mood was. And you have the strong hiker up front, but you also have a strong hiker in the back. Somebody bringing up the rear, and you just don't let anybody fall behind. You leave nobody behind, and that's what we did. And most of the time I appreciated being the caboose because I was packing my granddaughter, and I tend to want to hike a lot faster than most other people in this group. And it was good to hold me back and have a fairly strong hiker, but one who is sensitive to the needs of the whole group up front. Kind of how preppers are. We have to take an accounting of everybody in our whole group. We pushed each other a little bit. Sometimes it was an encouragement, sometimes it really was a push, because we have some 8 and 9-year-olds in our group who just really didn't they didn't have a vision of what this was all about at the end. All they could see was what was happening right in the moment, and it wasn't very fun for them. And so sometimes we encouraged them, and sometimes we just said, you're going to appreciate it when you get here to the end. And they did. Going back, we'll see how that works. So along the way, we took breaks periodically. As much as we tried to plan breaks, sometimes you just need to stop. And so I've learned that you kind of have to go with the flow. All the planning in the world can go by the wayside, and you're working with variable people. There were also many of us carrying bags, and those were somewhat heavy, not really heavy because it was a day hike. So we sometimes switched those off, sometimes didn't, but that's what we ended up doing. The stronger group members carried the heavier bags. And probably last thing I want to mention about this little excursion that reminds me of preparedness is that we have the little ones here that provided kind of our comic relief, our laughter. Got something climbing on me. So it's good to have some somberness and seriousness as you're going along in this preparedness journey, but it's also important to remember to take time out and take some downtime, enjoy the time away. So yeah, thanks for watching. Press subscribe and like. Appreciate it.